Hello world, Shelly here, and I was recently asked to run down the best mascaras under $20, and I thought, what good timing, because I recently have picked up several brand new drugstore mascaras that are new launches, and I thought I would pick a few of them, put them against drugstore mascaras that I already know that I like, and compare them and show you what they look like. Because why not? Now, mascara, of course, is one of those things. Everyone's lashes are different. Everyone's preferences for what they want their mascara to look like is different. So even if a mascara looks one way on me, it won't necessarily look the same on you. Take that for what it's worth. I will tell you what my typical preference for mascara is. I don't very much like the plastic pokey kinds of wands because I very regularly stab myself in the eye and those wands hurt more. I prefer a look that has a lot of depth at the root of the lashes and then comes out, fans out into lots and lots and lots and lots where it looks like you have a million eyelashes. I don't like when my lashes clump together. And I like a combination of lengthening. I like a dramatic lash look. So that's my personal preferences. That's usually what I am going for. My lashes are stick straight. They stick straight out of the front of my face, like straight out. So I do use an eyelash curler. In these trials, I will be curling my lashes in between each one that I put on. So let's take a look at what I've got. So the new ones I'm going to try, I've got the Covergirl Eye Enhancer. I'm going to compare that to the Covergirl Exhibitionist Uncensored, one of my favorites from Covergirl. From Wet n Wild, I picked up the new So Defined Volumizing and Defining Mascara, putting that up against another one that I've enjoyed for a long time, the Wet n Wild Big Papa. Then from Maybelline, I picked up the Firework Mascara. Happy 4th of July for those in the US this week. And we will put that up against, this one's kind of new as well, the Maybelline The Falsies Surreal. So we will take a look at those two. L'Oreal, spoiler alert, I don't have a whole lot of L'Oreal mascaras because they don't usually work for me. But I did pick up the new Panorama Mascara, the most expensive of the drugstore bunch here. And I'll put that up against the L'Oreal Telescopic. And then I've got a couple more that we're going to talk about when we get to the end. So let's get into this, shall we? So for CoverGirl, on my right eye, I'm going to start out with the Eye Enhancer. And this is a bit of a more wet formula. Now, what I'm showing you here, I'm speeding up the application, but I am not going to edit out any of it. So you can see exactly how many swipes, what kind of fiddling I had to do to get the look that I ended up with. So the first coat is one dip into the wand into the container. And then for all of these, I will do a second coat where I dip the wand one more time into the container and brush it through as many times as necessary to get the look that I want. So here is the CoverGirl Eye Enhancer. On my left eye, I will be using the CoverGirl Uncensored Mascara. I very much like these kinds of brushes, the kinds that have lots and lots and lots of little bristles, and they're not the plastic pokey things. So this has been a favorite of mine for a while. Actually, any of the Exhibitionist mascaras work really well for me. Really, I have a whole bunch of CoverGirl mascaras because their mascaras do tend to work pretty well for me. These two side by side look pretty similar. So really, I think I would reach for either one. I think I would go either one. The brushes aren't too much different. The final look of them is not much different. I might like the Eye Enhancer just a tiny bit more. I think it looks a little bit more bold than the Exhibitionist. but they're very similar, and I can see myself wearing this eye enhancer quite regularly. They do claim with this one 3D curl, lift, and fan. So I like it. I do like it. Next up, the Wet n Wild So Defined Mascara. This one has a pokey wand, and oh gosh, why do I think it looks so phallic? It's got an odd curve to it as well. I mean, I know there's curved brushes, but I'm not used to the hard plastic pokey brushes being curved, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I just don't use enough of them. This is claiming to be a volumizing and defining mascara, and I definitely think it meets both of those. So my definition of volume is when you look like you have lots and lots, many, many, many lashes. Now, some mascaras take the word volume and kind of clump your lashes together to make fewer, thicker looking lashes, but I don't want that. I want more fanned out, defined lashes. So the word volume means different things to different companies. Be aware of that. But I definitely like how well defined the individual lashes look with this Wet n Wild. Now your CoverGirls and your Wet n Wilds, those are going to be your $6 to $8 type mascaras. Let's put this next to the Wet n Wild Big Papa. So this one's been around for a minute, and it's got a not pokey brush. It's got a nice bristled hourglass shaped brush. And what's wild about this is I would have said that this is one of my favorite volumizing mascaras until I looked at it next to this So Defined, because this So Defined looks so much more defined than the Big Papa. And I think the So Defined is also a lot more lengthening, even though they don't really claim it to be lengthening. I, hands down, prefer the Wet n Wild So Defined compared to Big Papa. Big Papa, I might be done with Big Papa because I think I'm going to go So Defined. Next up, we've got the Maybelline Firework, and this one is interesting. I don't know if you can tell, but the wand, so the tip, it is one of those plastic pokey tips, but it's a very soft plastic, so it's not quite bristles, but it's not quite pokey. So I'm okay with it. But the tip is almost like on a spring-loaded, I know there's no spring in here, but it's flexible. The whole tip is flexible and moves at the end of the wand, which is a really strange sensation when you first try it. But once you get the hang of it, I feel like what it's doing is, because it can flex, depending where your lashes are grabbing in the bristles, it can flex and hold where you need more application of product. It's a really interesting thing when you kind of watch it apply to your lashes. I don't think I've seen anything like this flexy tip. It's super, super, super flexy. And I really like the finished look of this mascara. I think it's nicely lengthening. It's bold enough for my taste. The overall look is voluminous and lengthened. It's dramatic enough for me. I like it. Then we've got the Falsies Surreal, which is a pretty traditional wand for a mascara. It's a bristle wand. It's that sort of oval kind of a... Is that oval? Is that what you would call that? Just like a bullet-shaped brush configuration. But it does a really nice job at separating lashes. I think it does a good amount of lengthening. If I had to pick between the two, I think I would go with the Firework. I do like the packaging a bit more. It's just kind of fun and textured, and I guess the Surreal is fun too. It's like a capsule shape. But I think I would go with the Firework, but these two are pretty close. I would say these are pretty close. Now your Maybellines and your L'Oreals, well, let's say your Maybellines, these are going to be your like $8 to $12 mascaras in the, you know, you're getting into the double-digit range with them. Then we've got the L'Oreal, and you know, the L'Oreal is going to be more expensive. So this is the most expensive drugstore mascara I'm showing you today, the Panorama. This one is $16. It is touted as voluminous. It's got sort of a rocket shape plastic pokey bristle brush, and it's okay. I don't really like this mascara. The brush is very pokey. I feel like it's not grabbing my lashes very well, and it's a little bit clumping them together. So they claim this is the Panorama Voluminous, and I think this is one of those brands that thinks volume is making fewer lashes look thicker instead of making you look like you have more lashes. So this is not my favorite definition of voluminous, and I think it just looks kind of chunky and unfinished. We will put that up against one of the few L'Oreal mascaras that I actually like, and this one's been around for a long time and it gets really great reviews. It's the Telescopic Mascara, and if you look at the brush on this, you would never believe you get good lashes out of such a teeny tiny brush. This kind of brush is fantastic for the lower lash line. I have a problem where my lower lashes are inordinately long, and so they touch my face when I look down, so most mascaras give me raccoon eyes when I'm looking down on my lower lash line, so I pretty much only wear mostly one mascara on my lower lash line. That is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Zero Smudge, but if you don't have that problem, this brush is fantastic for the lower lash line. This mascara is really nice. It's not volumizing enough for my taste, but it is wonderfully lengthening, wonderfully separating. I think you get a really nice mascara look out of this. I'll wear this for like a no makeup kind of day when I'm not looking for a super dramatic lash, but I definitely prefer that to this Panorama. The Panorama for $16? No, for that kind of money, I'm going to spend a few more dollars and get the What's Up Beauty Watch Me mascara. So if you're willing to go just above the $20 price point, you've seen me wear this. This is $23. You've seen me wear this for the past several months in tons of videos, probably nearly all of my videos, because it's one of my current favorites. I've got two current favorites I'm going to show you. And this is the What's Up Beauty Watch Me mascara. This one has, it's a really interesting brush. It's a bristled brush, and it's sort of two-sided. So one side has shorter, more compact, flat bristles, and the other side has longer, a little bit more separated, like fanned out bristles. And so if you start with the flat side and kind of run it along the base of your lashes, you get that real nice volume at the root. But then you flip it over and take the longer bristles and run those through, like comb them all the way through the ends of your lashes, and you get the really nice lengthening and volumizing and million fanned out lashes kind of look. So this one is definitely a favorite. I'm going to put that side by side with the Polite Society mascara. This one is called The Greatest Lashes of All Time. This mini is $15. This is the full size, but they have a mini of this for $15. So you can get the mini in drugstore pricing. I think the full size is $29, but this one is gorgeous. It is a plastic pokey brush, but it's a soft plastic and it's very short pokies, so I don't tend to stab myself with this one too much. But it's similarly sort of rocket shaped like the Panorama, but does a much better job at coating all your lashes and separating them. I think it's probably got more of the individual bristles, and that's going to help catch every single one of your tiny brow hairs, not brows, lash hairs, even if you've got ones that are growing in and they're not fully lengthened yet, they're not grown all the way out yet, but catching them in the mascara gives them depth, and you will get the look of more lashes because they're actually lashes. But if your bristles aren't separating them and putting them in the whole symphony with the rest of your lashes, then you really don't see them and they just clump up with everything else. So I like the million lash look. So if you don't mind buying a mini for $15, you're in that price range as well. There you have it, a bunch of drugstore and, well, mostly under $20 mascaras. Tried out a bunch of the new ones. I think my favorites are gonna be, of the new ones I tried, well, I'll wear the Covergirl Eye Enhancer, definitely. Maybelline Firework, yup, like it. You know, the Wet n Wild? If I'm gonna pick favorites, it's gonna be between the Eye Enhancer and the Wet n Wild. So go figure, the lowest end of the price range is the one coming out on top here. But if you spend a few more bucks, you can get a really nice mascara that they're just no fuss, no muss. Do you have to spend this kind of money when you can spend this kind of money? No, you don't have to. Do whatever your budget allows. Do whatever you prefer. Do what you like the most. Vote with your wallet. You know, buy what you like. Buy what you like. I hope this helped you, at least so you can see the kinds of brushes, see how they perform on my kind of lashes. If you've got straight lashes that don't like to hold a curl, maybe it will help you determine which ones might work for you. There you have it. A lot of mascaras. As always, thanks a lot. I'm losing my voice. I don't know why. I think it's because I've been off work now. And, you know, summertime. Oh, hi, Ziva, you gonna say goodbye? And so I'm out of talking, like I haven't been talking every day at work or anywhere. So I'm losing my voice. That's a lot of talking I just did. So there you have it. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.